At a bustling rally in Ohio, as former President Donald Trump took the stage to a roaring crowd, an elderly veteran in a faded army jacket attempted to make his way closer to the front. He walked with a cane, his movements slow and unsteady. Suddenly, he stumbled on a step near the podium and fell hard to the ground. Gasps echoed through the venue, but before security could reach him, Trump himself jumped down from the stage. The crowd fell silent as Trump knelt beside the man, gently helping him to his feet. "This man risked his life for our country," Trump said into the microphone, his voice cracking. "He deserves better than to fall without someone catching him." The veteran, stunned and emotional, saluted Trump with trembling fingers, and Trump returned the salute with reverence. He then asked for a chair to be brought forward and insisted the man sit beside him for the rest of the speech. The moment was raw and unscripted, a powerful show of respect that left many in the crowd wiping tears from their eyes. No one expected politics that night. What they witnessed instead was pure humanity. As Trump continued his speech, he occasionally turned to the veteran, addressing him with heartfelt gratitude. "This hero right here has done more for our country than any politician ever could," he said, placing a hand on the man's shoulder. The crowd erupted in applause, many rising to their feet in a spontaneous standing ovation. Cameras flashed, but Trump ignored them. His attention remained on the veteran, asking his name, his rank, and where he had served. The man, introduced as Sergeant William H. Carter, softly recounted his tours in Vietnam, his voice raspy but proud. Trump paused his usual fiery rhetoric and instead told a story about his uncle, a World War II veteran, tying it back to the sacrifices made by men like Carter. "We owe everything we have to men like him," he said, his voice heavy with emotion. "Freedom is not free, and he paid the price long before any of us had a platform to speak." Members of the audience could be seen embracing one another, veterans saluting from the crowd, and even critics of Trump stood quiet in respect for the moment. As the event wrapped up, Trump promised to cover Carter's medical bills and ensure he had access to the best VA care available. "You're not just a veteran," he said. "You're a national treasure." When Trump helped him off the stage, arm in arm, the crowd once again roared, not with political chants, but with genuine appreciation. That night, something rare happened. Politics stepped aside, and the power of compassion took center stage. As Trump and Sergeant Carter made their way backstage, reporters and staff tried to catch up, but Trump waved them off. "Give the man a moment," he said, guiding Carter to a quiet chair behind the curtain. Aides scrambled to offer water and assistance, but Carter, overwhelmed with emotion, simply looked up and said, "Thank you, sir. I didn't think anyone remembered us anymore." Trump knelt beside him again, this time away from the cameras, and replied, "You're not forgotten. Not on my watch." Word of the incident spread rapidly across social media and news networks. Even outlets typically critical of Trump aired the clip in full, with many hosts visibly moved by the sincerity of the moment. Veterans groups began sharing Carter's story nationwide, and donations poured in for his care. Letters from other veterans followed, thanking Trump for showing respect to one of our own. Political analysts were stunned, not by a policy announcement or a debate zinger, but by a genuine act of kindness that resonated across party lines. The following week, Trump invited Carter and his family to Mar-a-Lago for a private dinner, where they talked for hours, not about politics, but about service, honor, and the forgotten voices of older veterans. Trump pledged to amplify those voices during his campaign, announcing a new initiative to fund mental health programs and housing for aging war heroes. "This isn't about votes," he told a crowd days later. "This is about loyalty to those who gave everything for us to be here." And for many Americans watching, even those who didn't support him, that moment of unexpected tenderness, a president kneeling beside a fallen soldier, not for applause but out of respect, was something they would never forget.